Hey guys, it's Brittany here. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I'm just getting over a cold. But anyway, this is a how-to video on how to make bracelets for your doll. Kind of like these. Okay, so first thing that you'll need is string. And the string I like to use is Stretch Magic 1mm size thread. It works really good. I need to get some more soon. And that way, if you tie your bracelet a little too small, it'll still stretch over your doll's wrist. Like, if you can see this. That's how stretchy it is. The second thing that you will obviously need is beads, because otherwise it won't necessarily be a bracelet. And I just have like 3 bead choices here, but you can use like any bead assortment that you want. Like, I have a ton of other beads over here, and that's not all of my beads. I just chose to use those instead because they're smaller. And also, I recommend using a seed size bead. Like, you don't want to use like the big giant beads that are about like that size. If you're doing like a necklace, then they're a good size. So otherwise you want to use the seed beads. Okay, so the first thing that you'll need to do is tie 2 knots at the end of your string. Depending on the size of beads that you're using, you can tie more knots if you want. But I just tied 2 knots because my beads are very small. Okay, so after you got the knot in your string, you are gonna take your beads, however many you chose. You can have like 1, 2, 3, all the way up to like however many you want. And you're gonna line those up in a pattern like how you want them. My pattern is going to be like teal, pink, and yellow. Just like that, all across the bracelet. So what I'm doing now is I'm just like putting or opening up all my beads, so that's easier for me to get in there. And sorry if it sounds a little loud, I'm just trying to open them. And if you want to, you can put like beads inside the lids, but I'm not going to do that. And also, I put the 3 beads on the string. Probably can't see that because my camera is dumb and it won't focus. Well, anyway, there are 3 beads on there. Now my camera's focusing on it. My camera's retarded, sorry. But there's 3 beads right on there. And now I'm just going to put those on. Okay, if your bead won't fit on, like, try to find a different one. I'm going to put some in the lid. Don't put a lot on the lid because you don't know how much you're going to be using. There, finally got one to go on. Like that. And then I'm going to get like a purple one, a little purplish pinky. So far it's turning out like insanely cute. Right now these yellow ones are like the hardest to get on. This is how the bracelet looks so far. Finally my camera is focusing on it. As you can see, it's kind of like a bluish green, purple, yellow type of thing. And these pink beads aren't actually purple, that's just how my camera makes it look. Like, if I shine it up by like the light up here, it doesn't actually look purple, it looks more pink. I just finished my bracelet, and that is how it looks. It's really, really pretty. And now we have to finish it off. To finish it off, you're going to go to the however much string you have left and where the last bead is. And you're going to tie 2 knots, just like how you did in the front. But you're going to like push it back to that last bead as far as you can, so that none of them slip or anything. Because once they start to slip, then normally I would redo it, but you don't want it to slip because then it looks kind of bad. I got as close as I could, and they're loose enough to move a little bit. They don't move that much though. So now you have a bracelet that doesn't tilt on either side, but now we have to put it on the doll. Okay, so to tie it on your doll's wrist, this is what I normally do. I normally go around, and then I'll knot it like 2 or 3 times, or more. It doesn't really matter. But on their wrist, I normally do it a little bit looser, because otherwise if it gets too tight, it can like be really kind of tough to put on. But the thing about this string is, if it is a little tight, it's not gonna affect the bracelet as much. Just untie itself. It might take a little while, so I'll get back to you when I'm finished with that. So I finished tying the bracelet on her wrist, and I do not recommend putting 2 or 3 knots. I recommend putting 4 or more, because all my knots kept on tying themselves and the bracelet kept on falling down on the floor right in there. So yeah, but you want it loose enough so that it'll move, but you want it to stay put, so not too loose, not too tight. And next, what you're going to do, if you, depending on how much string you have left, is you're going to trim it. So that's about a centimeter, I guess, each way, so that if it does get loose or it unties itself, you can retie it. Okay, so I just finished cutting the extra string on the back of her bracelet, and this is how it looks all finished. It turned out really cute, and thanks for watching this video, and I hope your doll and you like the bracelet that you made. Bye!